boys and girls. I'm glad to see you today. So what I'm holding up is we kind of had something exciting this week in school. I had ordered some ladybug larvae and it came on Tuesday afternoon. So it's just been here a few days and we are now going to be watching these little ladybug larvae grow into ladybugs. So it's Mr. Sparks and I were trying to film it for you, but it's very, they're so tiny yet, it's hard to see. So you can see the ladybug house they're in, and the directions told me just to put a little bit of water up at the top. They call that the volcano because ladybugs like to have kind of a moist environment. And so at school, there's not too much to see yet. They're so little, but we're just kind of watching them and we're going to see what happens. This is new for me too. I've never seen ladybugs hatch. So to go with that this week, in school, we are working on informational writing. And so what we're going to be reading about, maybe watching a video about ladybugs and learning about ladybugs, and then we're going to add a little art project and writing with one of these can, have, and are charts. Okay, so in your packet you have a little paper that looks like this, and it gives you lots of facts about ladybugs. Now this is something, Mrs. Cox is going to read it. I don't expect you to read all this by yourself, but an older person can help you. But it says facts about ladybugs. They come in many colors, most commonly red, orange, yellow, or scarlet with black dots on them. The most known ladybug is the red one with 7 spots. However, other species can have different numbers of spots. Some ladybugs have white spots and some even have stripes. I thought that was interesting. I'd never seen any ladybugs like that. Their color protects them from predators. They also play dead to protect themselves from predators. When startled, they also release a foul, a bad-smelling liquid from their knees, and that scares their predators away. I hadn't heard about that. Ladybugs live from 2 to 3 years. They are omnivores. They eat either small insects, fruit, or aphids. They are found worldwide, except cold places like the Arctic or Antarctica. So that's what your ladybug fact sheet says. And I've also put a link for a really interesting ladybug fact on YouTube that you probably want to watch. So I'm going to put all this in on Monday. You don't have to do it all on Monday if you don't want to, but what you might want to do is just start making a list. We're going to be using, as for our writing this week, ladybugs can, ladybugs have, and ladybugs are. And so as you're reading and watching the videos, I want you to think about how you could write words to help you with those sentences, and then you can decide on your favorite facts to write in your report. So let me show you what I mean. So if I wanted to write Ladybugs can, one thing that I watched or that I learned about was from watching one of the videos was that ladybugs can help farmers. And the reason that farmers love ladybugs is because they eat all the aphids and stuff that would destroy their crops. So ladybugs can help. That was actually one of our sight words. Help. And I could write farmers. Your parents might help you a little bit with some of the spelling, but you can try to sound it out the best you can. Ladybugs can move, so they move. I know that they can move they can crawl, but I also know that ladybugs can fly. They have wings. So that might be something you could write on your chart. So there's a few ideas. Now, ladybugs have, well, right away, I learned that ladybugs have spots. I can spell that one. P, sp, I hear the O, spot, spots. I have to put an S on the end because they have more than one spot. I heard one of the most common types of ladybugs has 7 spots. Ladybugs have, well, if they're going to fly, then they have to have wings. So that would be one you could write about. Ladybugs have wings. What's another one that I like? Ladybugs have, I thought one of them was interesting that they had stripes. I'd never heard about that. I've never seen one with stripes, but I thought that was cool. So there's some ideas for that. Now, ladybugs are, one of the things that I saw on the video was I thought they were insects. And they're a type of insect, but what's cool about ladybugs is they're beetles. Ladybugs are beetles. They have that hard protective shell. So I'm going to write that fact. I like that. Ladybugs are beetles. Another thing that ladybugs are is omnivores, which means that they can eat other small insects or fruit. Okay, so that might be a word you might want to write. It's kind of a scientific name. Omnivores. I can fit it in there. Oh, and you could write about the color. You could describe ladybugs. Ladybugs are, I'm going to put red because that's the most common type in our area. Ladybugs are red. Okay. So do you see how I put down some ideas under each category? Now, what you're going to do is you've got a big piece of red construction paper, and I gave you a green, and I kind of just cut off the ends of the green paper to make a big green leaf. Ladybugs like to lie on the leaves. And then I colored my ladybug up here. And then down below, This is where you're going to write your ladybug report. And I want you to write in your report, and you're going to share it on Flipgrid, 3 facts that you learned about ladybugs. I want you to practice using your sight words, so you're going to write ladybugs can, and write something that ladybugs can do that you've learned. Ladybugs have, and write something that would finish that sentence. And ladybugs are. And then you'll have a beautiful report about ladybugs that you can hang up at home. Thanks, boys and girls. Have a great week.